across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. I want to really kind of wait for somebody to come in here and tell me that they can hear me okay before I go on too much. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening. Hello, can you hear me all right? Hey, Deborah. Let me know that you can hear me. Hey, Crystal. I miss you guys too very much. Can you hear me? Hey, Skylar. Okay, I just did the headphone, so, you know. Hey, Deb. Hey, Flo. How is everyone? Oh, yay. I'm so glad you're here. So the thing says readings for donations. We can definitely do that. I kind of intend on doing that. We can also do like a little collective if you guys want. Whatever you guys, I've just missed you. Hey, Jamie. So in the description box, there are options. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal that you can use. Oh my gosh, Crystal, I love that. I love that. And here I am. The power of prayer, I'm telling you. How is everyone? Yep, Cash App will do just fine, darling. Thank you. Hey, David. Alive? Yeah. Okay, talk to you soon, Crystal. Yeah, trying to fight. Yeah, the energies are pretty heavy, you know, in the world right now. What is my Cash App? I should know that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to. Does anybody in here know my Cash App? I feel like it's like CorieSims. Maybe. Don't. That could be Venmo. I don't know. It's okay. Okay, Crystal, let me know when you're back here. Roger that. Okay, just a general. All right. Messages for Crystal, please. What does she need to know? Okay. So I mostly feel like this is like a confirmation for you, which typically that's how readings go. Obviously, there's other little bits of information that come through to kind of help guide you here, right? But I think you've recently had some sort of revelation where you have maybe um, been leading more with there's a situation that you've gotten some sort of clarity and there's something I feel like you're pulling back, okay? Um, this is absolutely like the right thing to do here to pull back in this situation. It feels like there is whatever this situation is, you may have picked up on some sort of like third energy that was just like hanging out in the background in some type of way. It may be associated with work, right? Um, but it's for whatever reason that it felt like maybe like sneaky or something like that along those lines. And I feel like you are because it's like recognizing and realizing there's some sort of recognition that it's like I feel like you bring um it's almost like you have the ideas or you have the I want to say like the golden touch. Um and so there is some sort of situation where maybe that was being taken advantage of. So I feel like this is your confirmation to be like, I feel like you made the right choice, okay, and putting something to rest, okay. And that third party could even could it could even be like oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Whatever it is, the situation, but it does feel like you made the right choice. It does feel like you are like maybe moving to calmer waters here. Something is going to like change quickly, but yeah, it did feel like there's some sort of for some reason this situation makes me feel like there is some sort of clarity of like, oh, that's what my energy does. Hey Heidi, I do. I really just got started. Um, that's what it feels like. So there's some sort of clarity that comes through here as well with that. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Maui, go on. Get on up there. Go on, buddy. Okay. Let's see. I feel like that message though, Crystal, was really to let you know that it's like I feel like you made the right decision here. Okay. And again, there's something where you may see where you're like, oh, like I said, that's what my energy does. I'm wondering if if there's still something yet to take place regarding that. Okay. glad we're all here. Um, 0888, Deb. You're very welcome, Crystal. Yeah. I also feel too, there is something about like, I don't know if you're going to be, Crystal, joining some sort of like women's group or club or something like that. Okay. Um, you're going to love it though. You may not, I don't know if you know about this or if you're thinking about this or something, but there's something where like a bunch of women get together and you guys go do stuff. I don't know what it is. It could be a book club. It could just be like old friends, like reunite. I don't know, but definitely make time to do that. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. So Jamie, Heidi, Deborah, Skylar, and Angel. Did I miss anyone? And it's Deborah H. Um, Yeah, I love that too. It looks like maybe summertime, maybe around summertime, or you know what I mean? Okay, and then Shelly. Gotcha. Okay, let me know if I missed anyone. I'll say the list one more time. Jamie, Heidi, Deborah H, Skylar, Angel, and Shelly. If I missed anyone, please just let me know. Okay, now we've got Deb, um, a different Deb, uh, Deborah with no H. Deborah with no H. We got a Deborah with an H and a Deborah with no H. Okay, so all right, Jamie, you're up, my dear. I got you, Shelly, babe. And I'll try to. Okay, what's your question, Jamie? There's a song written by Bozzy, I believe, called Honest. I don't know if you feel guided, go listen to it. Not necessarily you, just you, Jamie, but anyone in general. Okay. All right. What does Jamie need to know about work? Why is she having such a hard time? What does she need to know? What's going on? What does Jamie need to know about work? Why is she having such a hard time? Okay. One, I feel like, okay, not like you need to be like a, you know, a total bitch. Excuse my language. Um, but I gotta be real and tell you that I really feel like you are being, there are situations where you are being too nice. And I kind of felt it in the initial, like when I started shuffling, that it feels as though maybe some people are like, I'm just getting this real, like, nice and gentle, like, I don't want to, like, step on anyone's toes type of energy. Like, I'm just here, to be what you need me to be. And those intentions are good, but like, there is something where that can be very, like, taken advantage of, and it makes me feel like your energy is being pulled in like lots of different directions because of that, right? It's almost like, you know, somebody doesn't want to do something and they're like, oh, Jenny will do it, like maybe like that type of energy, right? But we have the, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords coming out, it's like, showing up with a plan, right? This is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm here for. This is, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, I don't know. With the Ten of Pentacles kind of coming out here as well, it's almost like, money straightens out, things can, there's something where it's like, it's almost like, rather than walking in, it's like walking in with confidence, right? Like, although I am here to, work, right? There is this space of like, I am not your servant. I am not your like slave. You know what I mean? It's literally like a state of consciousness, or like an energy that you project, right? So I don't know if you're like new in the environment, or just trying to, still kind of like find your way, or if it's just, this is just your energy and you're just super kind. And, there are wolves everywhere. And so because of that, again, it feels like, you know, your energy is being kind of pulled everywhere. And so showing up again in this different, yeah, see, Eight of Cups with the Ten of Wands, like you certainly do not have to carry everything. Like you don't have to do everything. It's not all on you, right? Like, you know what I mean? Showing up, like I said, with a plan, with like, this is what I'm here to do. This is my job description, right? That type of energy. I don't know, the Ten of Pentacles, like I said, it comes out, it just clears things up. It's just like, and even with, um, but again, I think it starts in the mind, you know? So that's definitely something where it's like, it feels like you're kind of giving your power to the workplace, right? To the job, maybe even to some people there, unnecessarily. So, but yeah, it's like, your worth, the skills you have, what you bring to the table. Um, Own that shit, right? Like, walk in with your, your start with posture, right? And it's like when you, I don't know the exact situation, but if somebody starts to like, you know, ask you to do something, or that is not necessarily in your job description, or you know what I mean, it just feels like, it's like, how you stop that is you say no. You're gonna have to say no, sometimes. And I mean, obviously, if it's your boss, like, don't listen to me, don't tell your boss no, like, but if it's other people, like I said, that are just, um but there's like a little girl inside of you that feels really small in a really big world. And honestly, to really kind of change the way your perception around it is, take, spend some time with her and let her know, you know this is a big world, but you also have a really big energy and a really important part, and you bring a lot of value to wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good to see you too. Maybe daily affirmations, and, little things like, I'm not their bitch. No, I'm just joking. Sorry. It's probably very inappropriate, but like, like, little, like, there are, get grounded before you go in, right? Really soak up the sun, really kind of like, build yourself up, um, in a way. And again, it's not the ego, right? You are there to work, and you are there to, but it's this space where, when you show up in this, like, it's not even kind, it's niceness, and this niceness energy of like, maybe even just like not wanting to rock the boat, like I said, or wanting to be liked. It's like, you're not there to be liked, you're there to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Get that money, girl. Like, shift the focus. And if they don't like you, that's their problem. It's not even yours, right? Again, it's not to say you have to be a total meanie pants, right? And rude and stuff like that. But, if people sense that you just don't want to rock the boat, you don't want confrontation and things like that, and that you won't like stand up for yourself, right? Like they will walk on you, and that will drain you. It will drain you. It will drain you. Okay? You're very welcome. Okay, Heidi, you're up, babe. Let me see. Did you? I think you also did Cash App, so I wouldn't be able to see it. You're very welcome. Thank you, my dear. You got it. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands. It's like, you know, know that you are an important piece, right? And if they don't see that, well, then you're in the wrong crowd, but that'll manifest in the right time. But again, I feel like this is a situation giving you an opportunity to, stand up straight, you know, really just kind of create those boundaries. Okay. Aw, so glad to hear that, Sid. Hey, Kristen, and so good to see you. Okay. He's been reserved. Have his feelings for me changed, or is it just things he's feeling? Okay. Heidi wants to know the person, the masculine energy on Heidi's mind. What is on his mind? What does she need to know about their relationship? Is he hiding something? Has something changed? What's going on? Why is he quiet? What does she need to know? It does seem like he is very focused on work. Okay. Um, with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles coming out, so there is an element of being very focused on work here, because it does seem like there may be something that is like with the star coming out, right? I'm picking up two things. I feel like there's something maybe a little bit exciting happening at work, or in the progress, like the process of happening at work for him. Like this is something that maybe he has been like building up to, right? It's like, I've done research for a really long time, and now we're finally in the stage of like creating something. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but it does feel like there is. So there's a lot of focus there, and there may also be like a lot of like, even outside of work, right? Like his mind is like ticking, right? About this thing that's going on at work. I do feel like too, with the star showing up, that there is this energy of still seeing you as someone very special to him. Okay. I don't know. There may also be travel coming up, but I don't think that there's anything necessarily. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles with the Hierophant. It doesn't seem like there's anything going on, right? Like feelings haven't changed or anything. It feels like there's something else in his life to kind of like that has just pulled his attention, right? But even again, outside of like whatever this is, right? The Eight of Pentacles is here, which usually talks about work. I guess it doesn't have to be that, but it does feel as though, again, it feels like it's something is like, oh, I finally like got to this point, right? Like, and so it feels like it's very, but not in a bad way, right? The Nine of Swords isn't out here, right? It's not like over consuming in a way where it's like, but when you just get excited about something, there's just a sense of like hyper focus there, right? Like, you know, um, let's see. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, this is something I'm telling you. Whatever it is very exciting. It is something that is going to, I feel like, really help the foundation. Okay. And there may be some things about it that I don't know with the moon coming out here. It's like he may have really been powering through some things. Um, I don't know, maybe financially, but maybe not. Like, it just seems like there was something that you maybe didn't know, not necessarily bad things, right? Like, just it was like, I feel like this person had to take responsibility and step up and do something, make something happen. And I don't know if you necessarily, it's almost like you wanted to fix it before you knew about it, right? That type of energy. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm getting here, though. Okay. Flo, I'm adding you to the list. Okay. Deborah H. Kristen, right now we're doing donations. Um, at the end, depending on timing and everything like that, maybe I'll give one away. Hmm. Number 8. I can't see what if you wrote it in the thing. I can't see it, unfortunately. Oop. You guys ever just suddenly know that somebody's in your energy because you can smell them? They have a distinct smell. And you're like, oh hey. Okay, Deborah, general for Deborah. All right, what does Deborah need to know? Deborah H. Let's be specific. Deborah Holman. Yeah, Deborah Holman, please. And she needs to know. Don't be so quick to there's a situation where it's like don't be so quick to kind of I don't know if somebody is like coming towards you with maybe not great intentions. I just feel like there's something where just general rule of thumb, like don't be so quick to like kind of show people all the stuff, right? Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's like there may be some energies, and we are going into Mercury retrograde, so it would make sense. But there may be some energies that are like headed towards you, just because of what it is that they see that you have or think that you have, right? Yeah. So just be careful there. That's not, I don't feel like that's the whole message here. Okay. Um, Now there is something, there is like some sort of offer or opportunity or um, something like that. I feel like it's coming from a feminine energy that may surprise you. Okay. This person, I don't know, with the hermits, like usually you can't see this person. You don't see this person coming. Okay. You've manifested something here that is going to balance some things out for you. Okay. Now, part of this could be too because of this like hermit energy that you may have been in here. Okay. But no, there is someone, again, it feels like a feminine, right? That does want to um, like work with you in some type of way here. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, but it is going to help bring balance into some sort of situation. Um, And it does seem like there is like, you know, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles out here. So there is some sort of like monetary or like exchange of like physical things here. Okay. Um, this comes with some sort of release of programming and how you I feel like either you're in the process of releasing or you have just recently released some sort of perception on like how it goes, right? Like, you have to do this in order for this, and you're supposed to be here at this time in your life, and you're supposed to have these things, and you're supposed to work this job, and there was some sort of programming that was almost like keeping you in a box, right? It was like because it created some sort of expectation of how things were supposed to go. But because you are either, like I said, either releasing this or you have released this, there's like this unexpected, like, honestly, what it feels like is like you know, when somebody starts something, right, and they get their first like client, their first patient, their first customer, their first, you know, something like that, right? It could definitely be that, like, yeah. And this may not be like the first, but it's like there's something consistent about this. It definitely balances some things out, okay? Or this person may, I don't know, I don't, it could even be like that they connect you with others, like-minded um, energies, right? It's like maybe there's some sort of like word of mouth, possibly, Deborah, okay? So if you haven't already, like, feel like you've completely released that, where it's like you've been able to surrender the how, right? Is like you're no longer asking yourself how. Okay. If you're at that point, okay, there is something, you know, expect something to come up quickly. If you were not completely there, I feel like this is what's you're in the process of. This is what's healing. Okay. Maybe something that you've been like kind of struggling with a little bit. And maybe even because of that, creating a little self sabotage. You know what I mean? But again, that comes from the inner child. And I want you to know somebody needs to hear that like every every mistake that you make, I feel like is planned on. Okay? Because there's an energy I'm also feeling in my gut. Somebody's feeling like some sort of shame here, possibly. Doesn't have to be you, Deborah. I feel like I'm slipping. I feel like I'm talking to maybe more than one person here, where it's like some people need to know that it's all a part of the plan. I mean, if you believe in free will, I mean, I think to an extent, but I hesitate to go there, so we won't. But somebody needs to know. There's like an element of needing to forgive yourself, okay? Hey, Carrie. Okay, Skylar, you're up, my girl. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see. Skylar, then Angel, then Shelly, then Deborah without a H, and then Flo. I'm telling you, like for this collective, there's like major, like a major shift happening. Okay. Ooh, who has a crush on Skylar? Okay, who has a crush on Skylar? Okay, well, I feel like Spirit's got jokes because I feel like there's maybe like a group of like three girls that like talk about you a lot, okay? And there's like this sarcasm of like they may as well have a crush on you. Okay, so there's that. All right, what else? Who else? I don't know if you needed that confirmation or not, but there's yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay, we have a Knight of Swords. Ooh, he feels muscly. He feels muscly, okay. Also tall. Um, maybe like a baby fight face type of energy. I don't know that he has any like facial hair, but I'm maybe picking up on like a dark hair. Okay. Um, um, and yeah, I feel like this person's very focused on you, finds you very attractive. Um, also likes maybe there's an independent I'm not here to like there's like I can stand alone. I don't have to have a bunch of like little bitches around me to make me feel good, right? Like, you know, yeah. But this person may be holding back because I think they're going through some stuff here. Okay. Um, could be financial. It could also be honestly, with these, I'm really getting like family, like this person could be struggling with like their family, maybe their parents like help them out financially. Um, and for whatever reason, coming towards you may not, I don't know. There's something about that. I'm just laughing at these hoes over here. Okay. But yeah, uh, for sure. Anyways, yeah, this is who this is though. They have some sort of like really overbearing mother figure, whoever this is. Um, that I do feel like I don't know, invest in them some sort of way. Okay. And maybe they're just like, I don't know why it would hold them back, but that's what it seems like they're dealing with. Okay. Angel, you're up, my darling. Carrie, I gotcha. Hey, girl. Is Brian with you? Tell him I said hello. Hey, little baby Brian. I want to. You're welcome, Grilly. You seem very handsome. Kind of like a boxy type face, maybe. A little bit. Ooh, okay. Well, maybe you will. No, I love you too. Maybe that's future energy. I know you will. So, Angel, am I just like checking into the energy, or what are we doing? Just to see what you need to know about the energy around you, or what you're feeling, or okay. Well, we have the Sun, the Chariot, and the Ten of Cups. So I would say, yeah, it's definitely this feeling of excitement. There is a space where I do feel like you're going to know why here soon. Okay. Every time I see this chariot card, it kind of reminds me of you. So when it comes out and I'm reading for you, I'm like, okay, so she's really in like her, I feel like I want to say like North Node energy, right? You are, kind of, taking the steps, doing the things that you need to be doing here. Um, yeah, we have the Two of Cups. So there's some sort of, and the Strength. It's like your focus is focusing. You're focused on the right things. And so there is something that is very exciting that I feel like is coming into fruition here. Okay. You have like, I feel like mastered something. Um, Tell me, what is this? Yeah, Three of Swords and Nine of Wands. It's like almost like impulses, right? Like you've healed some sort of like impulse, or like maybe even like instant gratification, or like um it's like knowing that not everyone or everything is necessarily like for you, right? Like it's not even like that. It's like I feel like there's something where maybe you just are automatically like loyal and kind, and like that type of energy, and something I feel like kind of happened, or you've done something where you're like, yeah, no, we can't be like that, right? Like because it's not like that with everyone. They're not all sure. So there's something where I feel like too, yeah. It's almost like you would just take the burdens of others. Just like, yeah, I'm happy to carry that for you, right? Like, and something has happened, something has shifted, something has changed where you were like, this could have very much been a situation in a certain time, right? When the energy was shifting, where you could have, it's almost like I feel like you made a decision, right? You did something, you passed some sort of test, you set some sort of boundary, you like chose different in some type of way. And now there's like this yeah. Yeah, whatever this was, it's like it didn't have to be, I don't know how to explain it. It was like something that was hard that didn't need to be hard, and seeing the truth in that, right? Like I feel like we're talking about relationships, dynamics, whether it's romantic, platonic, and just like really just over giving here. Okay. And I feel like you recently just kind of chose otherwise. And so there's something exciting where it's like, okay, so you're not going to overgive. All right, now let's align you with some connections that match that frequency, right? That give back to you, right? Because I'm just really picking up on like just seeing the best and everyone that you come in contact and just really wanting the best for them. You know what I mean? And giving them a chance, right? And again, it's not always romantic, obviously. Like it's but it's like, you know, there's something where you're like, okay, no, I can't hold space for that type of energy anymore. That's it. That's it. You had that's yeah. Click. You're no longer holding space for energies that like are not there to like that are literally only there to take from you. And this is bringing in massive change. Okay. Um, like I feel like in a lot of different areas in your life. Okay. Yeah. Probably especially in your money, right? Because there's something about like, if that were the case, if you were still like, just yeah, it's almost like something has been some sort of windfall has maybe been protected. Okay. Shelly, let me see. Okay. All right. What does Shelly need to know here? I hope that makes sense, Angel. I gotcha. All right. What does Shelly need? I saw it on the Venmo thing. Some of them they don't show me. If you type in there, it won't even show me. But some of them it does. All right. What does Shelly need to know? What does Shelly need to know? Thank you, Angel, for your donation, my darling. I hope that made sense and I hope it was helpful. Oh, look, Dave's here. You keep saying Big Dave. Okay, Big Dave. Big Dave's here. Okay, so there's something where you may be looking at something in a traditional, or there's like a traditional perception, or there's like a, I feel like you are approaching something in a traditional way or from a space of logic. Um, and I think that is where there is some sort of like something doesn't go as it should because you're moving from, I feel like you're, is that really loud? Can you guys hear Maui like too much? Um, it's like you're planning and you're doing something like from the mind, right? Like check, 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 when it really should be from like a creative, heartfelt space, right? But because of some sort of programming, it's just that's just what it's become. That's what it's turned into, right? And but so that may also be causing like blockages, or I heard shortages. I don't know what that means, but like so there's something where I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it could just be like approaching life in general, right? Where it's like you're you know, you wake up and you're in your head and you're approaching life in a very logical way. And I feel like Big Dave's like, hey, listen, like what happened to moving from the heart, right? Moving from a sense of creativity, like co-creating, right? Like, so there's something where it feels like, you know, they're showing me like the swirl, right? So right now there's something where there's something as far as this perception of like, you know, I have to do this every day in order to maintain this and all of these things. But again, it's like, yes, that may be true, but it's how the energy that you show up in and the intention, you know what I mean? It's like that type of energy. And sometimes we like get a little ungrounded and we slip back into like our logic because things maybe get like a little hard or like confusing or slow or something like that. And it's just basically, I feel like you're being asked to basically just like kind of you know, your inner child wants to be included in something here, right? It's like every day should be take your kid to work day, right? But it's not like your actual kid, it's like your inner child. There's something about that, okay? Um, yeah. So essentially, if things are not going like you want them to, it's because you're moving with you're making decisions and moving with your head too much. And there needs to be a balance, right? We need to stay grounded and have a balance between our mind and our heart. But But it's like when you move all with your head and there is no heart in there, and not to say that there's not, I don't feel like you're doing this on purpose. It feels like an old programming, right, that you just kind of have slipped into unintentionally because it's meant to be healed. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. um and I think we all do it, you know what I mean, like living in the world that we live in. Yeah, like so yeah, this is definitely, it's like, you know, the video, the swings. Go back out to the swings. You know what I mean? Like take time, right, to create and to, um, enjoy life. There's something about like getting out of some sort of like rat race. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it seems like, it's like if it's just the way that you like show up like mentally and emotionally every day, right? A shift in that, right? Just a shift in your focus and your intention can be all the difference, right? Just taking the time to stop and smell the roses, as often as you feel guided to do so, can really change the way the world smells. You know what I mean? Love you, lady. Yeah, it's not to say don't get all distracted and, get off beat, but it's just, you get it. I don't need to explain anymore. You get it. Okay, Deborah with a no H. You're up, my dear. Let's see. So we've got Deborah with no H, then Flo, and then Carrie. Deborah makes. You got it. What's your question, my dear? Perfect. All right, Deb. You're up. A wop bada doo da, a wop and boom. Another girl. I figured you're just typing, Deb. Or what's your question? Or I could just be being very impatient. Okay, got it. Big changes happening here. Mixed bag of emotions. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. Change brings discomfort, that's for sure. So you just want to know what about that, maybe? I feel like you want to know that everything is going to be okay. Change is so good, but it can be very scary. But you tell me what you want to know. Because, yeah, I'm feeling some like maybe nerves in the gut here of like some, maybe a little uncertainty, but also there's like this mix of faith. See you, Skylar. There's a lot of threes here, so 333 might be significant, Deb. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm headed in the right direction as far as like if that's what you want to know. I do feel like, yeah, things are going to be okay here. Okay. Um, ultimately, uh, we have the star. Okay, where this is really kind of giving me this energy of like this situation, this change, this although like maybe a little nerve-wracking or like it could definitely be bringing up like it's 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 like I feel like a blessing in disguise. And I honestly feel like that, like deep down, if I'm like, you know what I mean? It feels like you already know that this is a blessing in disguise, but there's like a part of you that just wants like that because I feel like still a little bit of like I don't know, maybe like what if I feel like it's imposter syndrome, okay? A little bit. Hey Irene. Um, essentially, because it's almost like you've seen evidence of this before, right? But there is like part of you, I feel like you're judging yourself in some sort of way. And that is what's creating this like kind of worry or like anxious feeling because there's almost like this energy of like this could, this could go left or this could go right. You know what I mean? But ultimately, yeah, there's something, it definitely goes, it ends up well here. Something with the threes, something very significant with the threes. Anything else for Deborah? So, oh, that's what it was. I was like, there was something else that came through. And that makes sense. So something too that's maybe putting you like making you a little nervous, which again, it's almost like the divine's really kind of ringing you out, right? Like in a way of like because it's something maybe is like taking like it's like you can feel the change, you know that there's change happening, but there's something about you can maybe even see it happening, but there's something about things maybe taking a little bit longer than anticipated, and maybe even in some ways seemingly like going backwards, right? There's something about that. But again, they're showing me this like, this washcloth, right? Where it's like literally just like squeezing it and squeezing, and you're just like really trying to get all the excess water out, and you just squeeze until you cannot turn that thing anymore, right? That's what feels like the divine is happening. That the divine is happening. That's what feels like the divine is happening. That's what feels like the divine is doing at this time. Oh, no problem. Love you, lady. But yeah, Deborah, this is what I got coming through, darling. And imagine being that washcloth, right? Being squeezed like that. That's super uncomfortable, you know? Yeah, definitely. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I'm telling you. With the star coming out, it's like, yeah, you're going to love it. So any discomfort that you're feeling right now, again, is literally, it's like the divine just squeeze in all of that excess, unnecessary, like, um, anxiety and things like that, just squeezing it on out. Okay, Flo, my darling, you're up. 2121. Might be. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm excited for you. You know, I feel like you're going to get to experience different parts of life. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, when you live your life one way for a really long time and then suddenly you start experiencing like these different things and you never knew that life could be that way, that's what it feels like you're about to experience. Okay? You're like, oh my gosh, I never knew that it could just be this, like, I don't know. I feel like you got it real cute in there too, and seeing a bunch of plants and like kind of boho-y vibes. Flo, are you still here, darling? We've got Flo and then Carrie. Thanks to everyone for like hanging out, chilling, and vibing. I'm having a good time. I've missed you guys. Feels good to be back. My goodness. Whew. Did Flo have to go? Been on here for a little while. Oh, no. Okay. Now I can see it. Sorry, Flo. Well, I saw the one that asked if we could see the messages. What's going on? I don't know who this is for, but there's been some people like working together to create some sort of like rejection. I don't think you care, but I'm just saying. Whoever that was for. Flo, what's going on, my dear? I don't know what's going on with your messages. Let me see if there's something that I can do. I don't know what I would. I'm not very savvy in this. Oh, that's not what I want. Nope. Also not what I want. Yeah. Oh no. This is something I did not want to do. Leave it to me. I just started pressing buttons. Not now, no. That's not what I want. There you are, Flo. Oh. Where's her question? I don't see it. I only see that she said, can you all see my messages? And then I got the one, I see the one that's the heart, the hand heart. So if you see Flo's message, please type it. Or, I mean, her question. I should have brought my water. Yeah, I don't see that one. It's not showing up on mine. I know, I love water. That's so weird. Well, I don't know. Should you email me and I can do, or if somebody can see the question and and type it so I can see it. I'm sorry. I would totally take a screenshot and send it to you just so you can see that it's really not here on my end. Oh no. It's about her sister. I saw part of it. How embarrassing. Okay, so Shelly, it is like, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do what does Flo need to know about her sister? How about that? And something about is it affecting? Because Shelly, when that came through, which are so sweet, it anyway, it's fine. Okay, what does this Flo need to know about her sister? Okay. I think there's actually like someone else's energy maybe attached to your sister Flo. Um, it's almost like she may be in a situation. I don't think she hasn't like bad intentions or like that it's almost like she's hiding this from you. It does feel like there's something that she's hiding from you, but it's because I do feel like there has been with the Wheel of Fortune and the moon, like some things that have changed, that maybe you weren't aware of or something like that. But it does feel like there is like some sort of situation that she's got herself involved in. That again, I feel like she's hiding from you because there could be some shame here. There could also be just like a space of like, I can't believe I did that. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But yeah, it feels like she may have self-sabotaged in a way. Okay. And so I'm almost picking up on this energy of, I can see that one flow. Can you see me now? But yeah, so it's not you and it's also not her intention. So you are picking up on something though where it's like there is something hidden that she's hiding that she doesn't want you to know because it's like I don't know if she just like I don't think she feels like you would judge her, but it does feel like it's like well damn. Like I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I feel like she may be getting to a point where she may be laughing at herself in a situation. I do feel like she's working on getting out of it, right? Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords with Judgment for sure. Okay, but yeah, I don't really feel any bad intent here. And I don't know if that's what you were worried on, but there is definitely like a third energy that she's got involved in that she's yeah, not proud of. Not proud of. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Carrie, I don't know any of that lingo, Sarah. I do apologize. And then Celine, I'll add you to the list. And then I probably need to close it up because I gotta go get the kids soon, and my phone's gonna die. And my phone's gonna die. Carrie was up here. What funky stuff is going on? Carrie, what funky stuff does Carrie need to know about? Well, was that helpful? Girl, I hope it is. Email me if I missed the point or I brushed over something or whatever it is. Okay? Your nails are too long. It's always hard to type with those. All right. What funky stuff is going on around Carrie that she needs to know about? I feel like there's some good news that somebody is trying to hold on to. Okay. There's been some sort of good news here for you. Okay. But it feels like somebody's maybe trying to hold on to it and sending in some like temptation. Okay. So it's going to be really important, Carrie, that you remain balanced, grounded. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because there is some sort of, it seems like something is headed in the right direction and there's some sort of good news. But if if you don't know that and they can tempt you to change the trajectory, then that's what they're going to do. All right. So just stay focused, stay centered, stay grounded. Okay. Yeah, they may do this by sending in, you know, girl, I know you want this, dude. Okay. Yeah. So just be aware of that, okay? Yeah. Yeah, somebody they send in somebody all incognito and secret, you know, just to change the trajectory of some sort of good news that's already on its way to you. Okay? So, yeah. All right, Carrie. That's the funky stuff that's going on around you. And then Celine. Okay. Will Celine get an ITA before June 2nd, 2026? Will Celine get an ITA before June 2nd, 2026? I don't know what that is or what you're referring to. We're just going to get a yes or no, okay? Will Celine get an ITA before June 2nd, 2026? Maybe a little more on that. I feel like you know it. We have the Queen of Cups, okay, with the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands. It's you know, the energy that I'm kind of picking up on is like I feel like you already know the answer, like you, but it feels like there's a part of you that maybe wants to plan for if not, right? Um, yeah. Yeah, I feel like your intuition is definitely is like, you know, letting you know for sure, right? May even be like we have 4 and 2, so it could even be April the 2nd. I don't know if that's possible, but I was just drawn to look at that way. So um, I feel like I want to tell you quit making alternative plans, right? It's okay to have plan B maybe, but there's something where it's like it's not gonna, it doesn't uh, I don't know. Quit making there. I don't have any other explanation other than quit. Quit making alternative plans, and because yeah, I feel like you know the answer. The answer is definitely yes. Okay, but yeah, okay, that's what I have. Hey, Flo, if you feel any type of way, like if you still feel like incomplete with yours, please email me, okay? Because again, I didn't see it all. My Venmo's acting weird. I couldn't open that up all the way. Long story, but um, yeah, thank you all. This was fun. Thanks to everyone for hanging out and having a good time. I would hang out a little bit longer, but I gotta get ready to get the kids home, and my phone is at less than 10%. So, anyways, I love you guys, and I've missed you dearly. I'm sorry, I've just been following my instructions. Gotta bob and weave, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the donations and everything. And I love you guys so much. And we're gonna have to, when we used to have like the lives in the morning and it was like a collective reading and like all those things. I really feel like we need to get back into that. So, anyways, something to look forward to. I just got to figure out the details. Okay. Okay, I love you. We'll talk later.